Woohoo! Another day, another adventure. Today we're off to Tulum. We're gonna get another taxi into the town, and then we might head over to the beach. There's some old ruins over there. Be nice to go and see Mayan ruins. But first things first. Let's go get some breakfast. 'Cause we're starving.
I'm not starving. You are. Yeah.
I'm quite hungry. I'm craving the bacon. So let's go and get some bacon. Go about our day.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente, con una pasión.
Right, so we're organising a taxi. It's going to collect us from the hotel and take us to Tulum Ruins, and then we get 2 hours there, and then he picks us up, takes us to the beach at Tulum. Again, another 2 hours there, and then picks us up again and takes us to the town of Tulum, where there's all the shops and shopping and souvenirs and things like that. Spend another couple of hours there before he brings us back. That is 2,800 pesos, which is about 116 pounds, which sounds a lot, but when you sort of work it out against excursions and things like that, then most excursions are minimum 70 pounds each, so it's definitely cheaper doing it this way. And obviously we get free reign to do what we like when we're at these places. So just gonna go get a taxi now, and yeah, I think the journey's probably 40-45 minutes from here. So yeah, it's quite far. Well, it's not far, but you know what I mean. But to get somewhere that's beautiful and a must-see place when you're here in Cancun or in Riviera Maya, it's a must-go place. So yeah, looking forward to this one. Hey, we're at Tulum Ruins.
It's fucking hot.
Look at this, we've got some traditional Mayan dancing. Should we go and have a look? Well, it's not dancing, it's swinging, I suppose. Part of the swingers club. Lots going on here, isn't there? Trying to find so much. Right, we got a 10-minute walk up this track, and then we get to the ruins. Okay, let's get some tickets. They're 85 pesos each. Hola!
Hola. Hola. Dos. Gracias.
Gracias! Alright, got the tickets?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Right, and then the entrance is down here. We're in a no drone zone. Right. Through here, show our tickets. Right, we are now on the external wall of the old site. See this big old wall here, and we've decided to walk along the outside of it down to what's called Cenote House, or Casa del Cenote. which is actually on the inside of the ruins. So there should be a little sort of entrance way in here, so we can go in and have a look. And that's obviously, if it's a cenote, that's obviously where they got their water from. Look at this. There's Caribbean Ocean, Sea, Caribbean Sea. So this building behind me is the cenote well, and I was right, it's where they got fresh water to drink. Unfortunately for the natives now, it is useless as it is home to a colony of bats, and the bat feces has polluted the water below, so it's no longer drinkable. So as we walk around, we'll see some of these mini buildings. Now these are mini temples. They're built to scale to the size of the large temples. They're obviously too small to fit a human body in. So they think they'd be functioned as altars where offerings were left to the gods. But yeah, there's quite a few around here. There's 3 here, there's one up there. And then that one up there is the temple of the wind god. Ouch, I just kicked a rock. So, it says on here, among many similarities in this area there was a cult of the wind god. Although known by names in the language spoken by each group in Maya, he was called Kukulkan. It's a bit of a mouthful, that one. Kukulkan. Okay, now we're at the Palace of the Great Lord here, and I think it's part of this bit as well, and it would have been where the most important inhabitants of Tulum lived. Consisted of several large rooms and benches used for sleeping, and the ground was covered in like a limestone powder. There's an area in there where the people that lived in there did their rituals. And then behind us here is the Castillo, also known as the castle. So the castle here is definitely the most imposing and would have been the most important building here at the ruins, well, it wouldn't have been ruins at the time, of Tulum, and it would have been there 500 years ago and more, and the outside of it would have been covered in brightly coloured paints. It had temples either side of it leading down from some stairs with altars in. It would have been there, sort of the main building here. The castle here also consisted of a dancing platform where they would dance for the gods in front of other spectators, and the viewpoint there behind us would have been the point where the Mayans would have seen the Spanish coming over from the island of Cozumel, just out on the horizon there, and they would have come up to the shore, not all the way, and the Mayans would have been, who are they? What are they? Seeing big boats with big cloth sails. Never seen anything like that before. And likewise, the Spanish would have seen the shoreline with great buildings and towers on, and would have been, who are they? What is that? the Spanish moved off, regained forces, got more people, and then came over to Mexico and obviously turned it into what it is today. Changed the culture, changed the language, but that's what happens. Europeans came over to the rest of the world and invaded and explored. Whew, it's really hot today.
Restorated, so well, and they have a project for maintenance, a project for restorated, so well,
So this is the Temple of Paintings, which would have been brightly decorated outside on the walls and also inside. And it says here the pigments for the colours were obtained in different ways. The red and black were made from soil and mineral, while others such as blue and green were obtained from certain plants. So they used what was around them, mixed things up, created paints and painted murals, painted the walls, had sculptures made out of stone. And I bet back in the day this looked a lot different than it did now, a lot more colourful. But it's great to see ruins like this, nonetheless, to see people's history, see people's past. So we're about to leave the walls of Tulum again, through this archway, through the wall. Now the wall here in some places is 4.5 meters high, which is quite high. Good defence. And they had watchtowers along the side and on the corners, making sure no one could get in. I'd recommend either getting a tour guide. Lots of people have a tour guide, or there are information plaques all around the buildings here. But I would recommend getting the tour book. It only cost me 100 pesos, and they had it in various languages. Comes with a map inside, pictures and everything. Shows you all about the different buildings, what they were used for. It's well worth getting one, so you can look back and learn some more about Tulum.
It's real close. He don't like us, Jay. Get back.
Yeah, his little tail's doing something wrong.
This one's an aggressive one. He thinks we're in his territory.
yeah, he walked out.
Righto, we're gonna head back to the main area where the taxi man dropped us off, have a look around some shops there. And then once we're done there, get back in the taxi. He's gonna take us to Paradise Beach, which by the sounds of it is exactly what it says on the tin. It is a paradise beach. Hey, you waiting for me? You waiting for me?
Not sure.
Whoa, shots fired. Righto, back to the taxi, onto the beach. We've made it to Paradise Beach. Taxi guys have dropped us off here in this sandy car park.
It's even hotter here, mate.
It is hot. And we're going to walk down here onto the beach. is seaweed season, unfortunately, here. So all this seaweed washes up, makes the water a little bit murky as it crashes into the shore. But every beach we've been to, they've had diggers there removing the seaweed, taking it away, making a nice clean beach for everyone to enjoy, which is pretty cool. We're from London.
London. Hey.
Yeah. Are you local? You're from Tulum?
Yeah, the Playa del Carmen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hey. Welcome. Thank you for visiting Mexico.
Yeah, it's good. We're loving it.
Thank you.
So we're gonna have some lunch at Las Palmas Restaurant and Beach Club. That's our view. Really thirsty, and I'm gonna have a ceviche. Hopefully they've got octopus. I'll show you what that is very shortly, but it's lovely. Fanta Corona. Gracias. Oh, lovely. What we got here? Habanero. Habanero. So here we've got the mixed ceviche and nachos and some tortilla chips. So let's stick you guys there. Whoa, right, let's tuck in and try this then. So ceviche is basically raw meat that's cooked in, well, yeah, fish that's cooked in the juices of lime. Oh my god, that's a treat, a full treat.
That is good.
That is lovely. There's a bit of octopus there. Wow. That is amazing. Right, let's try some nachos. Obviously covered in pico de gallo, pretty standard. Mwah. Beautiful. Okay, Katie, what do you think of the ceviche?
That was lovely.
Something we can make at home?
Potentially.
Get some fish from Morrison's.
Probably not quite as fresh as the fish from this sea right here.
We could use the tomatoes that we're growing on our tomato tree plants. Oh, find me on Instagram, The Real Traveling Amigos, and I'll make that happen. When I've grown my tomatoes at home, get some fish and I make homemade ceviche. Put those tomatoes to good use, eh? But that was lovely. If you haven't tried a ceviche yet, please do. You'll be pleasantly surprised. It's not overly fishy. There's a lovely taste. It's really fresh. There's tomatoes and onions. The onions aren't overpowering. It is just the right amount of happiness on a plate. Lunch on Paradise Beach, complete. Now we're going back to the taxi and he's going to take us to Tulum town centre, where there should be lots of shopping. We can grab some souvenirs and spend the last bit of the day there. So it's nearly 4 o'clock now, so we should be there not long, and then we should be back at the hotel relatively early. So yeah, good day, eh? we are, Tulum, downtown Tulum.
Tulum, downtown Tulum.
We go look at some souvenir shops. Again, Yankee. Iguana. I'm double hatted up and we're heading back to the room now. What a wicked day we've had. Anyone coming out to Riviera Maya, Tulum is worth a visit, definitely. 3 different experiences all in the same place, so yeah, well worth it. The money spent on taxis or trips and things, it sounds expensive, but for what it is, really, it's not.
It was still cheaper than an excursion, and we
Definitely.
had a personal taxi the whole day. He just waited for us.
Just waited, yeah. Unfortunately, his English wasn't that good, but then again, our Spanish isn't that great.
And we're in the Spanish country.
We are in a Spanish-speaking
tough
country.
shit to us, mate.
Yeah, but he was trying to sort of explain a few things as we were driving, so good on him. Right, we are going out for dinner to the buffet, no a la carte tonight. And then quite looking forward to tonight's entertainment. It is Grease the musical.
Yeah.
So, oh well. More? Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Parmesan cheese? No.
Yeah, Parmesan cheese, yeah.
1 small, 2, 3.
No, that's fine.
Oh,
that's
okay,
fine.
okay.
We got curry.
Banging.
Let's try it. Wow, that's good.
Hey, Kinnicky, where'd you get the car? What a hunk of junk!
Hey, nice paint job. What is it, Candy Apple Private?
Hey, what do you mean? This is British lightning.
What?
Oh, wait till I give it a paint job and zoom up the engine. She'll work like a chair.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this car is automatic. It's systematic. It's hydromatic.